OMG! Is Future really back dragging Ciara and her husband Russell Wilson? Allegedly, he's been out here saying that Ciara needs a real man and not a soft husband like Russell. Okay, I'ma need Uncle Pluto to define real because last I checked, he's the one who can't even co-parent amicably with Ciara.
What is co-parenting like for you guys?
Timmy, you're awesome. You're awesome.
Well, insiders are revealing that Future has been out here saying that Russell is too soft and too controlled, with the implication being that Ciara needs someone with more edge like him, for example. Oh wow, not again. Okay, y'all know that Future has made it very clear in the past that he doesn't believe that Russell is a real man. Remember, Ciara moved on to Russell after just a few months of breaking up with Future, and I honestly understand how this must have hurt Future. Maybe he thought that they were just on a little break after an argument, but the speed in which Ciara moved on and got married, that must have been a big blow in his face.
Initially, Future did say that he was not pissed, and he even said that he was happy for Ciara.
Thinking about her, man, I want her to be totally happy. Like, you gotta understand, you want a person to be happy. You have an ex-girlfriend that you had, but you want her to be happy, you're gonna still be bitter because she moved on. Like, I'm not bitter. People think I'm bitter because she moved on. I'm good. I'm taking care of me. I don't need him. She need him.
Yeah.
But let's just say that things changed quickly after that, and Future was saying all sorts of nasty things about both Ciara and Russell. For instance, when Future was asked about Russell and Ciara's decision to abstain until marriage, he mockingly told HuffPost Live, "God told me something else. He ain't tell me to wait. I guarantee you that. After we did it, we prayed." This was actually one of the times he implied that Russell is not a real man. The thing is, Future kept saying that he started having a problem with Ciara and Russell after they started keeping baby Future from him. And he also started having a problem with Russell supposedly advertising how he is a great stepdad. He was even making nasty comments here and there, and it got so bad that back in 2016, Ciara filed a lawsuit against Future for allegedly blasting her mothering skills and attacking her relationship with Russell to get clout for his music. First, she called out Future for a radio interview in which he discussed a photo of Russell pushing baby Future in his stroller, where he basically said that Russell was not a real man because Ciara was forcing him to do things like push the stroller.
I was a kid and my mama had a dude pushing me, I would have jumped out the stroller and slapped the shit out of him.
I agree. I felt the same way.
You never do that in our community.
No.
You don't even bring a man around your son for, you ain't even know this dude for a few months and you bring him around your kid. Who does that? Nobody does that.
See, in her lawsuit, Ciara also mentioned a couple of other interviews where Future disrespected her and Russell, before pointing out a Twitter rant where Future said Ciara had control problems and had to go through lawyers to see his son. Well, according to Ciara, she went out of her way to make sure Future saw their son and said that they had at least 19 visitations, some spanning several days, from December 2014 to the time she had filed the lawsuit in 2016. Ciara also laid out various threats Future made, and one of them was the football emojis with firearms pointing in their direction, which Future had posted. She also mentioned Future's song Juice, in which he says, "Tryna F my baby mama, dog, what's up with you? You gon' make me get that heat, I'm pulling up on you." After this, things calmed down a bit. But in 2019, Future went on Apple Music's Beats One and criticized Russell for doing exactly what Ciara tells him to do, and he again said that Russell is not a real man. Also, when Quavo released the song Turn Yo Click Up featuring Future, he literally rapped, "Go yard bag, tote the cutter, / I got it out the field, F Russell." Apparently, Future also said that Russell was soft and weak after he opened up about meeting Ciara, falling deeply in love with her, and the things Ciara had that he was looking for in a woman. For him, those non-negotiables included his partner being a woman of faith, a faithful person both to her partner and herself, someone with their own individual identity, a capacity for loving deeply and unconditionally, the way his mom loved his dad on his deathbed, and finally, a woman whose presence impacted those around her in a variety of ways. For some reason, Future thought that this was him being soft and weak.
Basically, it's just been a bunch of comments over the years about how Russell is not a real man. But if you ask a lot
lot of people, they will tell you that between the two of them, Russell has always been the real man. I mean, while we can barely find 5 photos of Future with his son, Russell has been very much present. Listen, when Lil Future was just 2, Russell told Maria Shriver on her Architects for Change web series that he is a proud stepfather to him.
Yeah, and that's I really found that out over the past year or so because, you know, when I see this kid, he's only 2 years old, the most special kid, you know, he's so sweet, so loving, always has a smile on his face, always joking around, always running around the house, you know, and the important part about loving somebody and loving, especially as a man, being a stepfather in a situation where it's a little bit different, you know, for sure. But ultimately, it's about loving the child because the child has the opportunity to do something amazing.
Again, during another sit-down with BuzzFeed in 2019, Russell also shared his advice to parents of blended families and shared what becoming a step-parent has taught him about love, saying, "And I think ultimately, you know, the thing that I've learned the most, and I think this is real, the thing that I've learned the most is that being a stepdad, and then also having our little daughter as well, being a stepdad, you really find out what love's like. It's interesting. It's easy to love somebody that's blood and everything else. But when you can love somebody just like it's your own and everything else, that's what real love is like." Actually, in various other interviews, Russell also talked about Lil Future a lot. So people are saying that nobody should be surprised that Ciara added Wilson to his name. In fact, they are even shocked that it took her so long. Of course, adding Wilson to Lil Future's name is something Future will also never get over. Word on the street is that as Russell continues to be the ultimate family man, raising Future's biological son, Future Wilson, like his own, and it's triggering something deep in Future. I must admit that seeing another man raise your son with a smile on his face and getting his last name is a huge ego hit for anyone, especially someone as public as Future. So maybe Future's constant shots at Russell are actually just him projecting his own insecurities. Fans are even pointing out that a real man would be happy that his son has a positive male role model in the house, regardless of the beef with the ex, and the fact that Future allegedly keeps bringing this up suggests that he's more worried about his image than his son's environment. So, is Future actually mad at Russell? Or is he mad that Ciara found a man who doesn't mind being soft if it means being a present father? Or maybe he's actually justified, and there are people who surprisingly agree with Future. They think Russell is corny, and they feel like his wholesome image is an act, and that he's doing too much. I've even seen people claim that Russ tried to get some players fired over contract negotiations, and he had the team DJ fired because he played a song by Future after someone requested it thinking he was not around. So yeah, just like Future, there are those who believe that his good side is totally fake. If you ask me, maybe this is just for publicity, because we've seen how every time Future has an album coming out or a new single, he seems to take a shot at Russell or Ciara. Think about it. When Future was gearing up to release DS2, which solidified his legendary status, he sat down with HuffPost Live. As he was dropping projects like Purple Rain and Evol, the drama moved to the courtroom and Twitter. This is around the time when he called Ciara a control freak, and then almost immediately released Juice. It was also at this exact time that he was gracing the cover of Rolling Stone, and the drama kept him as the #1 trending topic while he flooded the streets with new music. In addition, before dropping his 7th studio album, The Wizard, Future stopped by Free Bands Radio. This is when he went on that long rant about how Russell Wilson was doing exactly what Ciara tells him to do and wasn't being a real man in the relationship. He even claimed if he were Russell, he wouldn't let Ciara even mention an ex's name. Also, before his major 2024 run with Metro Boomin is when he appeared on a track with Quavo and mentioned Russell by name. So maybe he's back talking about Russell because he's gearing up for another project and wants to make sure that people are talking about him. I don't know. It just seems a little too calculated for me, but let me know what y'all think in the comments section below.